Welcome back. Let's check our notes to see what's going on. We need to migrate all mouseStone renders to an occupants that holds appropriate members. Okay, we've done this for at least one stone. We need to move all the stones. Let's take a look at what we do with our mouseStones. Oh, right here. So look, we give ourselves the occupant instantiation, then we populate. This is just for testing purposes where we populate the one member. So what we need to do is only actually populate this upon a click in a legal move, in a move type move, and populate it with the whole stack. So let us, for right now, so look, for if we turn this off, and we also turn off the render for it, right here, we'll turn off the render for it, and then we'll turn off any update that might be going for it right now, currently. I just want to see if the mouseStones, right here, I just want to see if it'll crash or not. I'm hoping it won't crash right now. Good. Okay. So, as long as we don't try to call any of those things or render anything, we shouldn't crash, because if we try to call this members 1 when there's no members 1 in the mouseStones field, it would just crash. So we turn those off for now. Let's go. Okay. Under our click detection, right here, under our move type move, now we need to do this fancy logic. So we're cycling through the grid, and if it's a legal move, so yeah, this is click detection for a legal move in a grid that has 5 or less occupants, and we're not already movement origin locked. So it should only do this once for that very first locking of our movement origin spot. Now we go through each of the occupants, which, if there's only one stone, I would hope that this populates only one stone. Now the tricky part is going to be to populate the stones in the right stack order. Actually, the render is dependent on the stack order. Right here, the render for the members is based on the stack order. So I guess it depends on when we assign the stack order, which right now I don't think we're really doing. We assign a stack order of 1 if it's placed, if a stone is placed somewhere. But that's it. So we would need, the only way a stack order could be higher than 1 at the moment, or in order for a stack order to be more than 1, we would need to move on a stack that has an occupant already. So that's when we would need to do the increment there. So for now, we're saying for every occupant in the grid, which for now is limited to just 1, do this. we want to assign a member's, yeah, we want to do this. We want to assign a members at index whatever the occupants are. And we want to give it that members at the index stone type and stone color and its stack order. Yeah. Yep, and its stack order. So now this is different. We need, if we take a look at our mouseStones, we need to put this stuff into the member, into the appropriate member within our mouseStones field. So here. So not in mouseStones, but in mouseStones.members at index I. We want to give it the members I. Yeah, the grid we just clicked on, we want to give it its members stone color and its members. Yeah, and we want to put it, I think this is right. Members I inherits the grid we just clicked on, all the grid we just clicked on stuff. So if we do this right, we can test whether or not a stone is now rendering once we click on a legal move. Then after we do that, we set the grid to no longer be occupied because this is only for occupants that is 5 or lower. And then, what is this? For occupants, we're doing another thing, and it's resetting that grid's stone color and stone type. Actually, all the occupants, resetting all that. Okay, we probably need to nullify the stack order too. And then, what are we doing? Then we're putting, see, we're overriding, what? We don't need to do this. This is redundant. Nullifying all of that stuff. Then we are no longer no movement locked because we lock in an origin point. Movement origin locked, true, because we locked in origin point. We set that grid move locked highlight to be true so we can render the highlight, and then we lock in our locked row in our column. And then we set our legal move highlight to false so we don't render a light green there because it's a legal move. That might not be necessary, but not exactly sure. So if now we've got the proper assignment into our mouseStones table, now we should be able to turn on our render for our mouseStone, which at the moment would be just the members 1, and if that works, we can work on scaling that. So let's see. I'm not sure how much faith I have that this is going to work. So, yeah. I just switched to move type move and it crashed. 519. So yeah, maybe we say if move origin, what's it called? Origin locked? Movement origin locked? What do we call that? Yeah, movement origin locked. Movement origin locked. then we want to render that mouseStone. Now I can't render that mouseStone because we haven't actually clicked on a thing to populate that table, that members table. So maybe this will allow us to not crash. It does, and then now we're hoping when we click this, a white stone will be at the mouse location. And it's not. 520, try to index a nil value. So our members 1 is not getting populated. Then we can't render it. So we might be doing the for loop wrong. Excuse me. Let me make sure the grid's occupants would be a 1 upon clicking. Yeah, it would be. Yep. Let me see if clicking on a black would also crash, just real quick, because that has happened to us in the past. Yes, it still crashes. So this is telling me that our members 1 is not getting populated correctly. So either we need to do something like this. Let me just put this, lock these in at members 1 and see if that fixes it. And if not, maybe our for loop is busted. Nope. So maybe our for loop is busted. Maybe we say maybe we try that. I don't know. I would think that that for loop would have worked. Still not working. This mousestones.members.1 crashes at 520. Mousestone.members.1 render crashes. What is nil? What is exactly nil here? Doesn't say attempt to index a nil value. We might need to, no, we do set stack order. We set stack order manually too. Yeah, let me just turn this off real quick. We're moving nil into the mouse grid members. So we're nillifying. Yeah. Let me just see. Let me see if we can just get the thing to nillify before we render this. Nillify upon a click, you know? Before we worry about rendering. It does work. So we are able to nullify it fine. It's just that when we try to render this first mouse stone, it crashes. If move type is move and movement origin locked, yeah, we can, here, we can move this. We can move this into here, because that's where it belongs. And delete it from here. Now let's see if we render it. Nope. Then we crash at 490, which is right here. So our mouseStone's members 1 is nil. See, I don't get why this is always the problem. It's always the problem with classes and Lua and getting it to be nil. So look, instead of this loop, instead of this for loop, we're just going to manually say overwrite members 1 with the grid members 1, stone type, and stone color, and stack order. And then nillify the grid. This shouldn't crash. If it does, I need to rethink my life. Alright, something's going on that I am not understanding here. 490 is where it crashed. Yeah, right at the render. Stones dot members index 1. mouseStones dot members index 1. That's so confusing. Why is it so confusing? I don't know why it's crashing there. Stack order is part of the occupant. No, it isn't. Stack order is part of the members. Okay. What is going on then? We have a mouseStones. Now, I guess, do we have to give our mouseStones dot members an empty table? Is that why this problem is happening? Let's see if we crash. Let's see. Still crash. What if instead of all this... Oh, yeah, this is not right. We need to assign it into the field, into the right field, which we were not doing. Okay. Yeah. Now it should not crash. Well, you see that. Now, hopefully it doesn't crash. Okay, please don't crash. 358. Right here. Crashes here. What? It crashes here because it tries to index a nil value. Okay, we need a member object here. We need a member object in our... Okay. So what if we give ourselves an empty table in our members and then we populate our members at index 1 with a member object? Now, maybe, hopefully, it won't crash. It crashes. Member 27, field X. Wow, it crashes here on its own X. It needs an own X. We need to assign an X. I thought we are... When we render a mouseStone. We need to update the position of the mouseStone based on the position. Here, where is our mouseStone update? Here. We need to say, hey, update our X and our Y of our mouseStone members Y. Members 1. Okay, Jesus, now maybe no crash. Hopefully. Maybe. Got no faith. That's it. Okay, so what we're missing is we need to update every member. Jesus, yeah, we need to update. Okay, at least it's working now. Now we can try to turn on our for loop again. Here, let's try this. We're going to turn this for loop on to get all the occupants. And we're going to do this at I. And then do this at I, and we'll see if that renders. And then, yeah, we should probably nullify the old one in that same loop. Let's see if this works, see if our for loop is busted or not. Working. So the for loop seems to work. We should probably nullify the old grid's stuff after copying it. Oh, but we don't need to do this for loop twice. We had this for loop twice. We just do it once. But then we need to change that grid to no longer be occupied as well. And then this is all garbage. Actually, yeah, this we only want to take that to be out of occupied after we've done all of the members. So just members in that loop. And then we can set that grid to no longer be occupied. Let's see if we're still working. Nice, nice, nice. Cool. Gosh. So this is the mouseStone logic for clicking on a space that has 5 or less occupants, meaning we're moving the whole stack. Not even that we're moving the whole stack, is that we initially pick up the whole stack, then you decide how many to drop, then you click in another legal move, which locks in your direction and places the stones you left, at least. And then you have to decide how many stones to drop in the next one. Well, okay. I want to go to our mouseStone's X and Y update here and render. We need if the mouseStones is an occupant instantiation, we should increase our occupants by our amount of members we copied over. So if we do that first, we should be able to do a for loop that takes in the mouseStones.occupants field and it renders every member that we have. So as long as we increment our mouseStone's occupants upon the click detection here, so per the member, every member would need to get one. So yeah, for each of the grid occupants, we want to increment our mouseStone's occupants. Okay, now I'm thinking it should just work the same. It should just render the one. But we're kind of future-proofing, making it able to move more than one. Nice, still works. So now I'm curious. This will be the kind of true test here to see if this is working. If we turn on this stacked grid here in 1-1, let's see. We are white control, so let's see what it does here. It doesn't nullify, and it doesn't render. So there's that. We got it working for one stone. We do not have it working for many stones. It is only 3 members, so it should still nullify the whole stack. I don't know why it wouldn't nullify the whole stack there. Yeah, I don't know why. It should nullify it. Let's see if it says that that's a legal move. It should be, yeah, it lets us click it and then the highlight. Oh, we turned it off. Legal move, true. It's a legal move because we've got control. Oh, it says there's no occupants. That's the problem. One, we're not updating our occupants. So if we say, and our for loop is tethered to those occupants, so we just need to say that, hey, that occupant dot occupants gets 3 now. We should at least nullify it. I don't know if it'll render it properly, but it should at least nullify it from that square. Well, didn't like it. Play state 364. It didn't like trying to wipe the mouseStone render. It was a legal move. It was occupants less than 6. It was not movementOriginLocked, so it failed right here at 364 when we tried to access the eye. Well, I don't know which nil value is referencing, either this one or the members stone color. It should start at 1, so it's failing at members 1 stone color. But the member 1 stone color has a value right here. So I'm not exactly sure. And the occupants, actually, is the occupants, yeah, occupants is in occupant. So I'm not sure why that crashes. Story of my life. So this, oh, even that crashed. What? I didn't think that would crash. If those are on, they're just not working anymore. No, it works down there. What the heck? Why? What? Why would it crash only up there? It didn't crash that time. What the heck? What? We need a stack order is why. Oh no, we are assigning the stack order. Huh. No idea why that's breaking. It's breaking at 364. Crash. So now either... What if we hardcode this to be just that the one black? Just want to see if this stops it from crashing at 364 or not. If this moves the crash... That should work. Why? Why does it not work? 366. Oh god, oh god, oh god. Oh. Here. Yeah, we leave that on. Now let's see if that moves up the crash one line or not. $364 still. Still crashes here. So what if we do... We just say hard-coded in there. Does it still crash there? Now it crashes at 365. So for some reason, the grid occupants is not working. We're printing out occupants now. Let's see. It says we got 3 occupants like we should. It says we got 3 occupants. What's happening, man? Yeah, we're clicking. Do we need to use the mouse grid here? Yeah, I think we need to use the mouse grid here. Right here, no? Oh no, this is in the loop. Well. What is going on? I can't even think about what I'm doing. So we're clicked. The mouse grid is not nil. We cycle through IJ so that we can, you know what, in this I? Yeah, we need to not use I here. But if the one we clicked on, see, this is wrong. Why would we need well, yeah, we need to lock in the column and row. I think if we do this to K and all of this stuff to K, it might go a little better. So I feel like the I's are getting overwritten here. It's the only really thing I could think of. Nope. Still 364 crashing. Occupants. The dot occupants is not the problem. But where are we doing? It's not that we want to check every grid occupant here. We only want to check, well, yeah, we don't. We need to rehaul this because we don't need to cycle through all the grids. Oh yeah, we do. Yeah, we need to cycle through all the grids and only do it if our mouse grid is equal to our... Yeah, this is jacked. So if it's a move type move and it clicks detected, we need to cycle through all the grids and only change stuff based on if it matches our mouse Y grid, mouse X grid. But we also need to lock in our move locked row here. Instead of I and J, lock them in at mouse grid, corresponding mouse grid. So what if instead of this for loop, we instead see if grid at the mouse grid is a legal move. And if the grid at the mouse grid's occupants are less than 5 and we're not moving origin locked, then we take that mouse grid's occupants. Actually, I'm going to leave this as K for now. And then, does that stop us from crashing? We would need this to be a mouse grid. And then maybe that'll stop us from crashing. No, it does not. I don't know, dude. I don't know. So the thing is, if we put in a hard-coded one here, does that move the crash up one line? Yes, it does. So what if we just hard code this in real quick? Now it's crashing at 138. I'm confused. Are we not populating occupants correctly? Stones. 424. Really? Everywhere you're crashing. Your move locked row is not correct now. So jacked. So jacked. Oh, yeah. Well, we need to move in mouse Y grid, mouse X grid. You still crashing though, aren't you? No, you're not. It didn't render everything. I'm curious if this renders just one fine. It does. Oof. Now it's not rendering the highlights. Oh god. Why would you do that? Would you lock in? What? What? I'm gonna undo quite a bit. Because I do not like that that is so busted now. Let me just see if this has our this stuff rendering like it used to. Okay, so at least that's correct again. I don't know what's going on with that. I don't know what is going on with that. I feel like we gotta rehaul all this. It should work though. Like, I don't get why what I tried to do didn't fix it. But I don't know. Hey, we programmed today. That's a success. What we did was populate our members. X and Y position. We assigned our grids members info into our mouseStones member info, and we render mouseStone. God, yeah, we didn't do much. Jeez, I don't know. We didn't do much. Rendering mouseStone class only upon movementOriginLocked, which is about all we did today. Get push it. There's a lot of problems. Yeah, there's a lot of problems. I don't know what to tell you. It's tough. It's tough, and I've never built anything like this. And it's tough. I don't know what to say. Maybe tomorrow we'll have some better luck figuring it out. It wasn't a complete failure. You know, we're learning. The spirit of programming is sort of keeping your chin up when everything fails, to kind of dig and find something you may have not assumed, but to just be really critical of what you're doing and telling the computer. So it's a good programming day. It's just, you know, don't have too much to show for it, but that's okay.